How do you build your speaker brand to make you look like a freaking celebrity, look like a freaking rock star, to make Michael Jackson look like a scrub? Sorta, kinda. How do you build your speaker brand?
How'd you do that?
I see that success is not something you pursue, it is something you are.
One time I got hired for an event in Finland, and they paid a lot of money. To bring me out there, they paid a total around $20,000 with the flight, the hotel, my fee, everything was around $20,000. And when I arrived, I asked the guy, I was like, yeah, so how did you find me again? And he told me, and then he said, he made this comment. I thought it was interesting. He was like, so to be honest, we actually didn't think we would be able to book you because we thought you'd already would have been booked, and we thought you would charge more. And I was like, damn, thought I'd charge more than that. I'm like, let me charge 50 grand next time. And by him saying this to me, I thought like, yes, I mean, I built up my celebrity image the right way, because you want people to think that you're charging like 50 grand. I mean, you want someone to go to your website and basically say, I wonder if we can afford this guy. And by doing that, you won't get price resistance. So how do you build up this brand? How do you build up this celebrity-like image to where, just like the guy in Finland, where he was like, honestly, I didn't think we would be able to afford you, and I thought you would have been already booked. And by the way, they booked me like 8 months in advance. So he must have thought like, oh, let's book him like a year and a half, 2 years in advance. And so if you do it right, that's the type of response you want to get. What you really want to do, the way you're going to build up your image is, a lot of speakers think, okay, I got to build my brand by coming up with some amazing branding message, and oh, I'm the doc, I'm the doctor, and I got to have this monocle thing, and I'm the doc. And they think that's how you build a brand. The best brand that you want to build as a speaker is to create this celebrity-like image. You're not building a brand the way a company builds a brand. That's not how you're going to build your brand as a speaker. The way you build your brand as a speaker is you think more celebrity status, more of, you're going to borrow other people's credibility. And the only way this is going to happen is if you can't sit down and just say, here's the brand I'm going to build. Instead, you build your brand over time. You build it by actually doing stuff, by actually getting on stages, actually marketing yourself, and you're collecting all this footage, all this video, all these pictures, you on TV, all this stuff. Once you get all this stuff, you've now built your brand, this celebrity image. And there's different ways. I mean, first off, you get client logos. That's what you really want to focus on, or like the big names. So it's much better if you got paid $500, but you spoke to Microsoft, versus if you got paid $10,000 and you spoke to James's company. Because with Microsoft, you can now say, oh, Microsoft was a client, and everyone's gonna be like, damn, this dude, he's top notch, even though they didn't really pay you anything. Whereas the other guy, you're like, oh, spoke for the James's company. People are like, who's that? So when you're building your celebrity image, you need to think in terms of borrowing credibility. You are who you associate with. So always think in terms of associating, who you're associating with, who you're around. And you want to think in terms of like the Google search. So when someone does a Google search on you, what pops up? Does it look like a celebrity type image? So if someone types in John Doe, what actually shows up in the Google search? When they click on images, what pops up? If the first page isn't like all you, then you're doing something wrong, and you need to think in terms of gathering more stuff, more videos, more pictures, more everything. This is how you're going to build your brand. I'm telling you, it's not that you're going to sit there and be like, oh, my brand is the amazing light generator speaker. No, that's my brand. That's not how you do it. You build your brand by constantly getting on stages, thinking of the celebrity image, When someone goes to YouTube, what do and they search your name, do a lot of your videos pop up? You on TV, you just on stages in general, do a lot of videos pop up, or just one or two and they gotta like really search for it? So what happens with the YouTube search? Social media profiles. When someone goes to your social media, your Facebook, your Instagram, whatever, what do they see on there? Do they see you on stages in testimonials of people who hired you, or do they see you eating pizza? What do they see? And you want to use the privacy controls that on like Facebook. Facebook's a perfect example. You can set the privacy controls where you eating pizza, it only shows to your friends. Nothing wrong with that. But all the public images should strictly be you on stages, you building your brand in terms of you're on stages, you're speaking all over, you're traveling all over the place. That's how you're going to build your brand with the social media. Like I said, the brand isn't about you sitting down and just trying to come up with something. The only way you're going to come up with your brand is by you going out there, doing these things, getting on stages, marketing yourself to get on stages, and then your brand is going to be built based around that. Think in terms of celebrity status. The speakers who get paid 80 grand and up, those are the celebrity type speakers where they're not paid because their presentation is great. They're paid because of who they are, of their name status. So you think in terms of the only way you're going to build a brand is by getting out there and actually doing it. If you want to build a brand in terms of you sitting down and thinking about it, the only way you're going to do that is think about something generic, like I'm going to be a sales speaker, I'm going to be a leadership speaker, I'm going to be the motivational speaker, and I'm going to dominate the word sales, I'm going to dominate the word leadership, I'm going to dominate the word social media. That's the type of brand you want to build. Don't think like a company where you're like, oh, let's build this light generator brand, no, I'm the doc or whatever. You don't need to do that. All you need to think of is there a word that you want to dominate, sales speaker, leadership speaker, and then just get on the stages and you have tons of footage, tons of videos, and everywhere on the internet, whenever you post a picture, you title it with your name. Everything that goes out is titled with your name. I mean, you want to dominate to the point where even if your name was Barack Obama, you put out so much information, so many pictures and all that with your name, Barack Obama, that you outcompete the Barack Obama. Maybe that'd be a little hard, but still, when someone looks you up, most of your stuff should pop up. And that's how you're going to build your brand.